Lubbock police recruits endured the challenges of the academy and crossed the stage at graduation. After After 31 weeks of hard work, each of these careers have officially begun as they now move from recruits to sworn-in officers. But the training isn't done just yet. The field training officer program starts soon for each of these graduates. If you missed out on this cycle and you're interested in joining LPD, the next academy entrance exam will be held on May 4th. We'll have a link for you at KCBD.com.